Cosmid on it.
Yeah.
Years back.
Yeah, it was right around the same time. That was, I forget what it's called now. American Juggalo, I think it was called. And I kind of was down with it. I liked the tone of it. Like, I felt like that was one of the first things I seen, and possibly one of the last things I seen that, like, was even-handed. You know, it shows them kind of, like, being a bit nuts, but also, like, as, like, people that are, like, you know, trying to take care of each other. Whatever, you know, just there's a lot of good to be said for those. They're for the most part decent people. I was treated really kindly. And I felt like that's what the movie was getting at, and that's what, like, I was getting at. I think that's, like, you know, it's, you know, I think it's kind of like time to quit, like, looking at people in this sort of, like, hipster, condescending way, and, you know, see that, like, people do different things because they're, like, they have a lot of need, you know, and I think they get a lot of that there. I'll stand by my critiques of I.C.P, but, like, I think for the most part they're, you know, people should, you know, by the grace of God type is what I have the feeling of it, you know, like, or I guess that's not even right, maybe, like, I don't know, I don't know.
Okay, so that same perspective, did you always have that? I mean, or was there initially, when you started finding out about, did you ever, first of all, have that that condescending kind of tone when you're thinking of them, or was it always kind of like, there's something else there?
Well, I guess that's the thing, is, like, you know, like a lot of us here probably have a punk rock background, and we have, like, there's a real thing for aesthetics, and there's, like, it's really easy to judge people based on aesthetics. The Juggalo aesthetics are very garish and very, like, off-putting. So it's like, I obviously would be like, you know, that's difficult for me to accept on a pure aesthetic level. There's also, like, the level of marketing that's clearly there that, like, you know, most of what I've been involved in has resisted. However, I also, like I said, you know, these were the kind of people that I came up around in evil clown makeup, and so I was like, I had a lot of, like, as soon as I really looked into it, like, this is interesting, I have some sympathy for this, you know, like, you know.
So you have I.C.P. like tours the country and people follow them, like Grateful Dead or something, like Deadheads or something, does that exist, or?
I don't really know if that exists. I know they tour a lot, and it's always, like, a huge thing for the, each region, you know, it's like, this is our thing, and they all come out. Yeah. But I think that they have the gathering, like, that's where they seem, yeah, seem kind of great.
Did you put your book in the Library of Congress?
Oh, no, I haven't.
It'd be pretty cool if it's, like, cataloged as...
I tried to get it at the Seattle Library, but they didn't pick it up.
Have you had any backlash from Juggalo? It's like, oh, this is too critical.
I'm waiting for it. And I haven't yet. I don't know what's going to happen, you know, honestly. Yeah, I was really, really waiting for it to where I was, like, really scared of people knowing what I look like. Because there are, like, it's a big group and there's some really wild ones out there, but now, it's sort of like, okay, you know, like, I hope it doesn't happen. I don't know, my book's not really that, it's kind of like, you know, it's the weird thing because I feel like I'm being sympathetic to the Juggalos, but I don't feel like I have a lot of serious critiques of I.C.P, so...